This is a super detailed tutorial on fried tofu with scallions. How to fry tofu without sticking to the pan and breaking it. How to perfectly blend the scent of scallions into tofu. Accurate seasoning ratio. The whole process is transparent. Once you have the gist, this dish will be simple and easy to make. With soup poured on the rice, it made people cry in one bite. Tastier than meat. Friends, today we are cooking an excellent meal. Braised tofu with scallion. The dosage of this dish is very simple. It's tofu and green onions. Now let's talk about how to cut tofu. Some people say that breaking tofu is easier to taste or cutting tofu is better. In fact, I have tried both of them, and the taste is no different. In fact, the one you cut with a knife looks better. But the advantage of breaking tofu is that it is more convenient and simpler. So today I have the remaining tofu to break. Just break it like this. Break it into the size you like, but I don't recommend you make it too small. The break is relatively small, so it is inconvenient when frying. After the tofu is broken, we will say green onion. We only use scallion white. The scent of scallion is more sufficient. You can also cut it in half and then cut it into small pieces. You can also cut the whole oblique knife. After cutting the scallions, we went back to the stove. Now let's talk about how to fry tofu without sticking. First, light the fire, turn on the high heat, and smoke. Then we pour in cooking oil. We need a little more cooking oil. Because you want to fry tofu? Oil cannot be less. Fill the pan with oil and soak it at every angle. After soaking, let's continue to heat it on high heat. Turn off the heat and wait for the oil in the pan body to cool down as a whole. Let's try it. Okay, the heat's come down. Let's reignite it. Turn it on medium. First we fry scallion oil. Add a star of anise and green onions and fry until golden. Yellow is like this in the video. Then we fish out the green onions fried until golden brown. Now let me tell you why this golden fried green onion is not fried with tofu. Because tofu takes a long time to fry until golden. Now the fried scallions are golden. If we wait until we add tofu and fry the tofu until golden, then our onions are burnt. Not only does it look and feel, it's bitter. So fry the scallions until golden brown. After frying in the scallion oil, we fish out the scallions and set aside. After we fish out the green onions, turn off the fire and let the oil cool down. Because there is a lot of moisture in tofu. You see the water that seeps out after we break the tofu. If we go directly into the tofu now, there is a lot of water. The filtered oil temperature is relatively high, but there is only one consequence. That's a crazy oil crash. This hot oil jumps on the body like a blister. It's not safe, so we have to wait for the oil temperature to drop a little before adding tofu. Okay, the oil temperature has dropped. Let's reignite and turn on the medium heat. We add tofu in turn to fry it until, after all the tofu is put in, let's not worry about frying it slowly over medium heat. Don't touch the tofu when it's not fried hard. Let it fry hard at the bottom until golden brown. Okay, I'm frying this until golden brown. Let's see if it doesn't stick to the pan. I'll shake it to see if it's a complete non-stick pan. Very silky. Any iron pan will do this. As long as you moisten the pot, this moisturizing method is the best moisturizing method in home production. Trust me, after the tofu is fried, let's turn it over. I suggest taking chopsticks. I suggest you don't play handsome. Don't turn the whole pot over at once, because the hot oil at the bottom is hot. If you don't master the force of turning the pot well, then it's probably turned over. Causes hot oil to drip onto hands. So let's not hurry and take it slow. Take chopsticks and turn them over piece by piece. Although it is slower, it is safe, and the tofu can be crushed in this way. The other side is also fried until golden and add light soy sauce. Spray the sauce flavor with high temperature. After the sauce flavor sprays out, we add green onions. Let's add hot water. The amount of hot water is slightly more than that of tofu, because the tofu needs to be stewed more. Now let's add the seasoning. I typed the required seasoning on the subtitles. The above seasoning is for reference only, because everyone's sense of taste is different. You can add the seasoning and taste it with a spoon. If you think the taste is not enough, you can add a little seasoning appropriately. Now let's get a water starch. There is no specific ratio of water starch. I added 2 spoonfuls of starch just for better camouflage. Now the tofu is about the same. Let's hook up. We can get a spoon. Add a spoonful of water starch first. We have a few times. This way, even if you are a novice, you can master it well. After adding the water starch to the pot, let's do it like in the video. The side of the pot tilts towards itself. Use a spoon to drizzle the dripping soup high. Do this a few times over and over again. The water starch in the pot is already uniform. This method thickens the ball and you won't peel it off. There is also a thickened hot pot. We will continue to use it over medium heat, not high heat, because you are not familiar with it. If there is a fire again, the water starch will condense quickly. Water starch is added in small amounts and many times. Then hook to the consistency you want. The color is also very good. This dish is loved by adults and children, and it's super delicious. It's really easy to do as long as you get the gist. Tofu is really delicious. To sum up, this dish is simple, less material and suitable for all ages. I can't imagine how delicious it is to soak rice in this soup. So have you learned? I believe you have learned. Then go and try it.